All right, let's talk about global trade. Imagine you're trying to sell your products in a completely different country. You're up against different languages, different cultures, totally different ways of doing business. It's a massive headache, right? But what if? What if you could have all the power of a global tech platform, but with a local expert on the ground guiding you through it all? Well, that's the incredibly ambitious idea behind a company called XB2BX.com. And today, we're going to break down exactly how they plan to pull it off.
So, that's really the multi-trillion-dollar question, isn't it? The B2B e-commerce world is a land of giants. We all know the big names. So how does a new player even begin to compete? Well, XB2BX's answer isn't to just build a slightly better platform. It's to completely change the game. They're making a huge bet on people over platforms.
And this slide just nails the core difference. On one side, you've got the old way, one giant impersonal global corporation. Think of it like a giant skyscraper. On the other side, you've got this new idea, a network of local experts. It's more like a connected neighborhood. See, XB2BX is betting that in the world of international trade, knowing the neighborhood actually matters more than living in the tallest building.
Okay, so let's get into it. What does this global tech local owner model actually look like? This isn't just a feature, you guys. This is the absolute core of their entire strategy. They're not just building another website, they're building a globally connected but locally operated business network.
And here it is, the whole big idea in one sentence. It's a B2B marketplace that runs on a franchise system. Think about that for a second. XB2B builds this incredibly powerful global engine, but then they hand the keys to a local entrepreneur in, say, Brazil or Germany or Japan. That person is the one who speaks the language, knows all the key players, and really gets the local market.
It really breaks down into 3 simple steps. First, you build a world-class tech. That's the global piece. Then, and this is the game changer, you find and empower local entrepreneurs to actually run it. And what's the result? Well, you get the best of both worlds, a seamless global connection with all the trust and nuance you can only get from a local partner.
Of course, this whole local-first model just completely falls apart if the global technology isn't absolutely rock solid. So what's actually under the hood? Let's take a look at the engine that's supposed to drive this entire marketplace.
So first off, you've got all the essentials, the things you'd absolutely expect. Product and service listings, secure payments with escrows so everyone's protected, support for a ton of different languages and currencies, and deep analytics. These are the foundational tools that let any business, big or small, trade safely and efficiently across any border.
But let's be real, the basics aren't enough to win. The real edge, they hope, lies in this smart layer that's built right on top. And this is where AI comes in, not just as some buzzword, but as a really practical tool. It helps businesses negotiate better prices in real time, it automatically matches the right buyer with the right seller, and can even step in to help broker really complex deals. This is their secret weapon.
So, what does this all add up to for the actual business owner using the platform? It's pretty simple. It's one single place to manage all of their global sales, their procurement, and their negotiations. The whole goal is to make international trade way less of a nightmare, especially for smaller companies that don't have some giant logistics department to handle it all. Okay, a powerful platform and a cool local model are great ideas, but how does anybody actually make money? This brings us to what they call the franchise flywheel, the engine that's designed to make this whole system profitable for everyone involved.
And you can see they are not putting all their eggs in one basket. Their money comes from 4 different streams. You've got transaction fees and subscription plans from the platform itself, but then you've got the franchise fees and ongoing royalties from their network of local partners. This diversity is so key because it means the company succeeds when the platform is busy and when its local partners are also thriving.
And this slide really shows you the partnership that makes it all work. For the local franchisee, they get a turnkey business, a proven tech platform, exclusive rights to their region, and all the training they need. And what does XB2BX Corp get in return? They get to scale globally at lightning speed, with a trusted local partner in every new market generating steady income. It's designed to be a true win-win.
So why? Why build such a complex model? Why not just make a simple website? The answer is, they are chasing a $20 trillion opportunity. When the market is this huge, you don't just show up to the party. You build a revolutionary way to capture a piece of it.
And there's the number. The prize they're after is a market that's projected to be worth almost $21 trillion. Just let that sink in for a moment. With a number that massive, you don't even need to dominate the whole market to build a hugely successful company. You just need to carve out your own profitable corner.
So,
What does that path look like in the numbers? Well, their 3-year forecast shows exactly how the two sides of the business are supposed to grow together. As more franchisees sign on, that franchise revenue goes up. And as they drive more business on the platform, the marketplace revenue goes up. It's that flywheel effect in action, and they're aiming for a 6x growth in just 3 years.
And if we zoom out even further, the 5-year goal is even more ambitious, turning that initial $7 million into $50 million. Now, this isn't just steady growth. This is a projection of exponential expansion. They are banking on the idea that as the network grows, the value and the activity on the platform will absolutely skyrocket.
So, after looking at the model, the technology, and the numbers, it really all boils down to this one single powerful idea: a global platform powered by local partners. This is their big bet on how to redefine commerce for the 21st century.
And their vision statement really says it all, doesn't it? To be the world's leading B2B marketplace, okay, bold goal, empowering businesses with a platform that fosters global trade, makes sense, and local success. Those last 2 words are everything. Empowering those local entrepreneurs is just as critical to their mission as connecting the global businesses.
Which leaves us with one big question to think about. Is the future of global e-commerce actually local? XB2BX is basically challenging that old Silicon Valley idea that bigger is always better. They're betting that a network of empowered, local experts is the real key to connecting the world's businesses. It's a bold vision, and it's going to be fascinating to see if they can pull it off. Thanks for joining me for this breakdown.